Are you like me and have a ton of scrapbook paper scraps? Like, look at my stack here. If you are, then today's video is for you because we're going to be working on our scrap pile and what we can do with our scrapbook paper scraps. So for this project, I was inspired kind of by diamond painting. And if you're a diamond painter, you know, like the big trend is to take your leftover drills and to put them into a jar. Some people mark off where they are. But for us, we are going to take our scraps. And as you can see, I have quite a big pile of scraps. I'm going to use this scallop punch and I'm just going to take each piece of paper and cut out a scallop punch. Now I have a big jar and we're going to put them into the big jar. If you don't have a big jar, or maybe you have a mason jar, or whatever your like jar that you're going to keep your scraps in, you can use whatever punch size is appropriate. My jar is pretty large, so I feel like this is a good size for mine. So once I have them all punched out, I'm going to lay them into my jar with the pattern side up, and then I'm going to continue to do this until my jar gets totally full. So it's just a small coverage at the bottom for right now, but I am going to keep this one up because I think this is a really fun idea for a display project. But let me know if this is something that you might want to give a try. So this idea is something I've seen a lot on TikTok, and it's where they do a scrap a day. I could not find the like postage stamp punch in my town. I live in a small place, and I went to the two places I had options of getting it from, and neither one had it. So instead, I already had a square punch, and I'm just going to go with the square punch. But all you're going to do is punch out a square of each one of your scraps and we're going to put it into a journal. So I have this little flower journal that I've had for quite some time. I'm not doing anything with it, and I thought this would be a great journal to do this scrap a day in. I challenge you, if you have a journal at your house that you've had that you're not using, this is a great way to repurpose that as well. All we're going to do is take our scraps and we're going to lay them down in our book. Now, I went symmetrical, four to a line on my pages, but you can lay them down however you choose. All I'm using is a glue stick here. This was oddly satisfying at the very end. So I highly recommend giving this one a try. I think I'm going to keep this one up as well. And so I think at the end of every video, I'll just do this for my little scrap a day book instead of a day, a project, whatever video. And then when I have filled up my journal, I will have all of these pages from the scrap paper that I've used for the videos for you guys, which I thought would be a super fun idea. I'm telling you, oddly satisfying. Let me know what you guys think if you've made one of these or if you're going to give this one a try. I highly recommend this one. So I'm going to use this scrap a day journal for sure. I love it. I think I'm going to do it once a week though. When I'm done with my video, I'm going to take the paper I've used that week, punch out my little squares, and glue them into my journal. Let me know if this is something you are going to do as well. So I'm really into those scoop videos that they have on TikTok where they scoop it, the beads and then you get the random um, prizes from whatever the scoops are. But what made me really think about scrapbook paper in terms of those scoop videos was thinking about the randomization of it. It's a mystery, right? That's the exciting part of it. And so selling like the tags in a mystery bag or even putting together like a mystery junk journal bag, you could put them in brown paper bags, you could add ephemera, you could use like these ephemera pages that come out of the paper packs. You could give them themes like mystery like a date with a book, those kind of things. You could have themes and you could really go places with that. If you have a lot of stash and that's something that you're never going to use, or you buy these packs and you have paper you're never going to use, I really feel like this is a great way to use it up. So we looked at tags, we looked at just square tags, we looked at um, decorative tags that we've grouped together into bags for $1. And now I think just these ephemera pages that, most of this I'm not going to ever use. I'm not really a beachy person. I don't live in California. I mean, I've been to the beach a lot of times, but I don't decorate with that kind of thing. So these kind of things are probably not something I'm ever going to use, but somebody might like them. And so I'm going to cut them up, put them in a bag, and then I think that would be a great mystery bag as well. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So we're going to finish up here just making like a mystery bag of papers. I think that this could sell if you priced it right. You don't want to overprice this because it's just a bunch of random papers put together in a bag, and you can kind of decide how many you want. I mean, those scoop videos, like I said, that I love to watch, like you could even sell them for so much per piece of paper, and then a person can decide how many pieces of paper they want, and then that goes in a bag as well. But I think those would be really fun craft fair items that are not something that people normally see. For this one, I'm just using plastic bags because I didn't have any fancy bags, but I just poked a hole on the bottom or like to the side and I put a tag here saying $1. You can use fancy bags. You could even use brown paper bags and make it more of a mystery, but let me know if this is something that you guys think would be a good idea. So my son said this was a pretty tedious project, but I do think it is kind of fun. So I grouped all together like Valentine pink paper, and I got this really cute punch from Facebook Marketplace. So that is a tip for you. Don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace if you want scrapbooking supplies because they are always on there and for a pretty good price. So we're just going to punch a bunch of holes in all of these papers to create some confetti. So this is a kind of patterned hole punch, so then it gives it a really cute patterned confetti. One thing I will say about the confetti, if your paper has white on the back, you will get a mixture of white and the paper. So if you're wanting confetti that is double-sided, make sure that you use double-sided paper. But otherwise, this is a really easy way to kind of use up papers that are small maybe, or that you just have no desire to use. I have this really fun tag punch, but there are tons of ways to make tags as well. You can use just circle punches like I was using before. I have this other like little rectangle punch that goes with Happy Planner. I don't use it very often because I don't have a Happy Planner anymore, but it makes a really good size for a small tag. And if you do use Happy Planner, that punch will fit in a classic Happy Planner box. Otherwise, you can just cut it out and it makes a really cute tag size. I have this fun tag punch that gives you 3 different sizes and you just put it in there and it gives you a really fun decorative top to your tag. Super easy. All you're going to do is add some embellishments to the top. This would also be great for a junk journal or just journaling in itself. And if you are a craft fair person, these would make great selling items too. You could group them all together with different types of paper or like different themes, and you would have all these tags for junk journaling or regular journaling. But this is a really easy one to use up a ton of paper. we're at the end of this video, and I hope you are getting out your scraps right now and doing some of these projects. If you want to keep on crafting with me and you are loving scrapbook paper like me, go to this video next and you can learn how to make some really cool things. If that's for you, I'll see you over there. And then until next time, bye, friends.